Hello, welcome back to Solena Family Chronicles. I'm so privileged to have you on the show today. My name is Alena, your host, and I'm so delighted to present to you something that some of us might be overlooking and some of us might be not really minding. We just keep on loading data and buying and paying for Wi-Fi without knowing that we can do something really significant for the community with it. And that is, I want to bring up a topic that is about productive use of the internet. Oh, before I forget, I just want to say to the returning subscribers, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for returning, and thank you so much for subscribing. And those subscribers that always comment, you are so dear to my heart. I don't even know how to thank you, but I'm so happy that you are on the channel and you're hooked to the show and you're hooked to the productive, continuous topics that we bring forth on to your living room, to your kitchen, to your dining table, wherever you are, wherever you're watching from. I'm privileged to have you back today. Today, I just want us to sit back, relax, and talk about something very productive, and that is productive use of the internet. Look around. How are you using your internet? Are you spending time on social media platforms that are not adding anything to you? Or are you using the internet productively? Let's take a pause and we reflect on how we're using the internet. You know, in 1999 and 2000, when the internet first came to our scene, those dot-com kids used to use the internet productively in their bedrooms to create websites, to create games, to create different things that we all enjoyed. And do you know that some of those dot-com kids turned out to be billionaires? Yes, you had me right, billionaires. But right now, I just want to talk about something that has really caught my eye. In fact, I just want to dedicate this particular show or this particular video or program, if you like, call it whatever you want. I just want to dedicate it to my lovely two boys, Junior and Eli. Thank you so much for introducing me to someone who is doing a very tremendous job, and that is Ryan Trahan. Just at the beginning of the month, my children introduced me to an amazing YouTuber, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna watch this. But I have been watching this young man, Ryan and Hailey. They're a couple, married. I have been watching them for the last I think I started watching when it was around 20, but I'm hooked. My kids are like, oh, for movie night, mama, let's watch this YouTuber. I was like, what? YouTuber? I want a movie. And they were like, no, mama, we're gonna watch this. And I was like, okay, let's sit back and watch. So fast forward, my children introduced me to a famous YouTuber called Ryan and Hailey. So this couple is on an adventure to travel the 50 states of the USA. 50 states of USA. They've been to different states. I've seen them support different Airbnb accommodations, and I've seen them go to different places. I've seen them adventure. What started as just a video click and an adventure to travel around their country, it has turned out to be an amazing, significant adventure for the two of them. Do you know why? I asked myself, what is the purpose of this continuous adventure? Do you know what these two young men, I'm going to call them kids because they're young, I am bigger than them, but do you know Ryan and Hailey are on an adventure they're on a fundraiser adventure to raise money for a children's hospital, St. Jude Children's Hospital in Texas. These two are from Texas. So they have been on an adventure to raise money for the children's hospital. As of yesterday night, they had raised 9 million. I remember last night when I was watching, I saw there's a kaboom. I'm not very well versed with that, but there's a kaboom cake that someone gave them, and then Ryan had to run around with that gentleman, and then after that they were in a castle, and they're supporting companies. Those two that young couple is so attached to coffee, but they decided, for the sake of children and coming through for charity, they decided to decaf, not to take coffee. I was so touched. Ryan and Hailey, you are doing an amazing job, and may God reward you for having such big hearts and for being heaven sent. So that reminds me of I've been pondering on myself. I've been asking myself, how am I using the internet? Am I using it just for clicking on videos and just watching silly and funny things and then just go to bed, consuming lots of good and unproductive, good could be good and not productive information on the internet? Or am I using, this is my self-reflection. You can take your time to reflect on yourself as well. Are you using the internet for a good purpose? Are you using the internet? Maybe it could be to spread the word of God. It could be to sing music to those people that are going through trials. It could be to also start up a business. It could be to start up a vlog that will talk about your family. Like me now, I'm doing different inspirational videos on our YouTube channel. As a family YouTube channel, we sing songs for people to know more about Jesus, and we tell stories, inspirational African stories, and it's a chronicle. It's a bunch of things that we're doing for the betterment of the community. And just before I want to call to action. I always do call to action. So tonight, as you're consuming that internet, or as you're listening into that, as you're taking in those data bundles, or as you're paying your Wi-Fi tonight, remember to think twice and to think about productive use of the internet. Just like Hailey and Ryan, they're using the internet for charity. And actually, when I thought about it, it's not only about charity for Hailey and Ryan. It's also about supporting other companies, supporting other YouTubers, supporting other. I see them riding electric, and that's a company that makes electric bikes, so they're advertising for that company. And in the long run, they're Electric is donating some more money for a good cause. Thank you so much, you guys. And then I saw that someone designed again for productive use, also supporting and donating. And I'm like, wow, these guys are doing amazing. I wish my community can try and adopt to the same. So as I conclude tonight, I just want to say, you guys, we can use the internet productively. I will start using the internet productively. Maybe one of these days I'll come up with some ideas on how we can use the internet productively, just like Ryan did. So that's it from me and from the Selena Family Chronicles crew. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment for me down below and tell me how you're going to use the internet productively. And by the way, before I sign out, I just want to show you my dress. My designer today has been Buffy Gala. My friend Buffy is a self-taught designer who has a passion for making dresses, who has a passion for making women look pretty, and who has a passion for dressing women decently and presentably. And just for you to know that you can do anything that you design, Buffy will bring it to life. All right, from me to you, masalama, bye bye, adios, have a lovely one. God bless.